Hey guys, Clumsy here and welcome back to ETS2. There is some huge news coming from SKRS. It might actually have been released already by the time this video is released in YouTube. But we will see. A lot of people are thinking that it is about the Krone news, Krone DLC. But what we have for this episode is also Krone, but this is a mod. This is the Mega Liner by Sogard3. And what I love about this is it's not just a simple curtain sider, it's actually a larger trailer than usual. And let me show you. So I've recently been made aware of the beauty of low deck chassis. So this one in which we have the Renault Premium. I know not a lot of lovers on this one, but still I love it, especially with EVR sounds. You know how I feel about that. Anyway. So with the Renault Premium, Sogard3, well, Renault Premium by default, it's an SKRS truck, and then Xiaomi added some configuration options with it, and then on top of that, Sogard3 added a low deck chassis option, which is what you're seeing right now. The normal chassis is like that. The low deck is a few centimeters maybe lower. I'm not sure what the exact specs are, but that allowance there allows it to be able to handle a bigger trailer like this, because usually, let's have a look at the spoiler. Usually the spoiler would be just like that, and the normal chassis would be like that. So you see that gap there? I'm not even sure if this will be compatible. This might conflict. This might hit some it's buggy right there. So I don't think it works with a non-low deck version. So it has to be low deck. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. So that's one requirement for these trailers. And what I like about that is because of that few centimeters below, lowering it that way, it gets a bit more allowance at the top. So it can handle a larger trailer, basically. How large? I don't know. Larger. You guys let me know. You guys are the experts. I'm just recording and showing these things. But yeah, what I like about this is you can actually get a larger spoiler, and I love large spoilers, specifically for low deck and for these Mega Liners. Now I think Mega Liner is a, what is that? Is that a proper term, like a branding from Krone or also from other trailers? But yeah, that's what we have for now. That's what we're going to drive with, and I tried to make the colors as similar as possible, just eyeballing them. I think it didn't turn out bad. I think it turned out pretty well, right? Pretty matchy. So we'll drive with this one. But before we do, I just wanted to show you one more mod that I downloaded. It's also a Mega Liner, or how do I say? It's also a large trailer, a large curtain sider, this time by Obelino. It's a curtain sider Mega. It's Mega as well, but I'm not sure if I can call it a Mega Liner because Mega Liner might be Krone specific. You guys let me know, okay? But this one have an option. I think the brand is Fligel. That might be how you pronounce it. You have a couple of options making it matte or glossy. And what I like about this trailer is specifically, it's also as large as the Mega Liner. So it is Mega Liner class, so to speak. It requires a low deck chassis. And what I like on top is that this trailer actually has a lot of skins. So many company skins. So if you're from Europe, you probably have seen most of these companies. Me, unfortunately, being from Asia, I've seen the global ones, DHL, but not a lot of these. And they come with the very dirty variants, actually. Not sure if I would like that, but it does look a bit more realistic, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's go back to the Krone. I like that. I like the attention to detail on that one. Let's get a bit more detail in that. So if we look at the trailer itself, you can look at the details. Yeah, all the brands, all the symbols, the stickers. I bet that is as accurate as you can get. Yes, and a couple of axle options. 3 or 2 axles with 3 axles. One of them is raceable. Couple of paint jobs as well. Right, a couple of skins here, not as many as the other one, but pretty decent, right? But I like this one, the original. And then you have options for side skirts, making it a, how do you call it, a pallet box, is it? Yeah, you can mix and match that, make that a pallet box as well. But I don't know, I kind of like this signature Krone side protection there. It's pretty iconic in my point of view. You can change the reflection and all that stuff. Another side skirt in there, some stickers at the back, reflectors and whatnot. Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty cool. And I saw it somewhere here. If you look at the brake lights, they're actually Krone shaped as well. Very nice. I wonder how the Krone DLC will look like. That's what everyone is waiting for. And it might have come out already by the time this video is released in YouTube. But we will see. I doubt that they'll have a Mega Liner as well though. I'm sure they'll have a curtain sider. A normal sized trailer. But probably not a Mega Liner. Because they don't have low deck chassis trucks by default. The low deck chassis are usually from the mods only. Anyway, let's go drive. We are currently in Szczecin, I believe, in Poland. But we are going to cross back to Germany because I want to explore more. We might have been in some of the roads already. But it's fine. I mean, driving through the rebuilt areas of Germany, always a pleasure. We might want this to be a little bit louder as well, the engines. Yeah, I think we want that. Let's turn it up a notch. Let me raise my axles. I'm still not loaded anyway. Raising both trailer and truck axles. Is that good? Why does that not reflect on my screen here? Yeah, actually I don't have a truck liftable axle because I only have a 4x2. That's fine. That's interesting. The trailer axle lift should be marked there. In other trailers it works, but here it doesn't seem like it. Anyway, so I love this truck because it's very fuel efficient. You can see my average fuel consumption there. 30 point... No, that's not that one. Should be... Let me see. Where is it? Oh, it is the one. 30.3 is the average, I think. If I'm reading that right. But if I zoom in on it, I always had that assumption that 30.3 was the average fuel consumption, but now that I'm zooming on it, it says 30.3 kilometers, which I don't think should be right. That might be a wrong label there. I doubt I've only traveled 30 kilometers with this truck. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. You guys let me know. I'm sure that the number above is the fuel consumption, the current fuel consumption. That's why it changes all the time. But the one below, I was expecting it to be the average fuel consumption. Because that was like 32 before, and now it's slowly coming down because I'm saving a lot of fuel. I think I'm saving a lot of fuel because of this low deck option. Very aerodynamic, and having it as 4x2 as well. Very fuel efficient, not too strong an engine, just enough for the load. I think it works all throughout. Going to Magdeburg. Okay, and let us increase the engine volume. I think 2 should be fine. Yeah, 3 might be too much. Because the problem with having it too high is, aside from getting deaf with the actual engine sound, you actually get to appreciate less the other sounds. Because interior should be increasing the volume of all the interior sounds, but from my experience, my personal experience, it doesn't happen that way. It's mostly just the engine that increases in volume. The others, like the blinkers, the switches, maybe it also does increase, but not as much, not as dramatic as the engine sound. So usually when you put that number, that interior volume parameter, on a very high level, that's a bit too much shifting, it turns out to be very overpowering. So you only hear the engine and you don't really almost hear the blinkers, the switches anymore. Or at least it's not as apparent. I like this Krone trailer. I wonder how the ones from the official DLC will look like. So I've been reading through the forums the past couple of days, and yeah, everyone is super hyped about it. Because everyone is almost sure that it's going to be Krone DLC that will be like given away or released or whatever, or maybe both. Oh, that's not very good parking, is it? But the game accepts it, so just don't look, close your eyes, and we will load it up. No harm, no foul. So yeah, Krone DLC, people are almost sure that it's something that will be released. But at the same time, SKRS was hinting at something bigger, something unexpected, and people have been speculating left and right. Everyone is getting on the hype train, especially if you read through the SKRS forums, the SKRS blog thread there. Everyone is just speculating what it could be, and it's getting people, including me, super excited about it. So I really recommend that you check out the SKRS forums. It's the ultimate source for your trucking cravings. Scratches that itch whenever I'm not, even if I'm at work, even if I'm working. If I get some downtime, I take a chance and I check the forums, participate in the forums, because it's such a nice thing to be involved in the discussions. Lots of pretty smart folks in there. Sometimes they can be pretty, how do you say, professional? No, not really professional, but they are professional, but they are sometimes like, sometimes you would feel shy commenting because they seem so so good and so knowledgeable. So it feels like sometimes when you say something that is not smart, it feels like they might ridicule you, but actually they're very welcoming of beginners, of newbies, as long as you introduce yourself properly and maybe put a disclaimer that you're a new guy, you don't know much of the stuff, then they will give you extra allowance and they will guide you along the way. So they're very beginner friendly, I would say. But when you are a veteran already, I would say a forum veteran, then they would really interact with you as such. You will really learn a lot when reading through the forums. Lots of trucks in our fleet, huh? That's nice. But yeah, I wonder what that other DLC could be, or what that other announcement could be. People have been like speculating, could it be the Renault Range T getting released? Could it be the MAN Euro 6 being released? Could it be an entirely different thing that no one even has on their radar? So is it completely unexpected? We will see, or maybe we have seen already. That's the problem with these YouTube videos. There's a bit of delay in there. But that's the best we can do. We are entering Germany. Entering the rebuilt areas, I believe. And, oh yes, actually, I also have Project Next Gen in version 1.3 now, official 1.3. The past couple of episodes, it was 1.3 beta. Now with 1.3, there are like 4K textures on the roads and it looks very good. It's actually very hard to distinguish anymore which areas are super old school SKRS and which are the newer ones, because the textures have been remade almost everywhere and it just looks so good wherever you go. It's beautiful. The only time I recognize that I'm in an old area is when I get to those interchanges that are very small And when you have that like how do you say, that ramp that goes off the road, that like right lane which turns out into the intersection, falling off lanes, however you call them, very unrealistic, very irritating. But yeah, that's the old school SCS from like 5 years ago. They don't do that anymore. Yeah, so fuel consumption, very good, look at that. Like reaching 20, even below when you're in the highway, just cruising at 80. And sometimes I get even like lower than 30 average fuel consumption. I still don't get what that says kilometers in there though. I don't know, we'll see. But yes, if you guys have any like other speculations, in case the DLC hasn't released it, or if it has, let me know as well in the comments. Maybe I've missed it. If it still hasn't been announced, let me know in the comments what you think it will be, and we can discuss about it. Yeah, I can agree, or maybe I can give out a different point of view, but it would be nice to hear your thoughts about it, so let me know, okay? Let's have a look at the exterior. Love the look of this low deck chassis. It just looks, just get like a fuller truck, right? It's perfect for these German autobahns. It's perfect for city driving. And yeah, I think it helps with the fuel consumption a bit. I'm not really sure if the aerodynamics part is taken into account by the game, but I'm going to assume it is. It's just, maybe just role play it if not. Because yeah, look at that. Yeah, we've hit 29.9 consumption now. I guess that's liters per 100 kilometers, but maybe it's just a shortcut. I don't know. Anyway, yes, I'm looking forward to the update, but until then, let's enjoy Sogard's Krone rendition. And there was a bit of a drama in there. If you look at the forum thread for this particular mod, and you can check out the mods list in the video description, it's always there. Maybe I can... do I need to slow down? I don't think so. Yeah, the German autobahns, the interchanges in these autobahns are very well done. So you don't even need to slow down, even if you're turning off to a different highway. And the thing is, these AI cars are always in the way. Very nice EVR sounds as usual, especially the blinkers, the switches. Sheesh, ASMR-ish. So there was a bit of drama with the thread on this Krone Mega Liner, because one of the SCS staff, I'm not sure what his role is, but he has a red name. I'm not sure what that signifies. Red name in the forum thread. And he said some not so nice words about this one, because I think it was Friday when SCS released an official blog post hinting at a Krone DLC that is going to be released on Monday, today, when you're watching this probably. So they announced that last Friday. And then it just so happened that like an hour after or so, Sogard released his Krone Mega Liner. So it was like people were like super excited because they were waiting for the Krone DLC, and now they have a Krone mod that's a Mega Liner. So everyone was happy. But then I think that guy from SCS took it a bit harsh, took it a bit differently. He didn't like it because he was saying like saying that Sogard timed his release when SCS did the teaser, so it acted like a promotional thing for Sogard's Krone Mega Liner, which I don't believe is the case. I don't think he did it purposely. I think it was coincidence. And what would be to gain there? I mean, it's a free mod, so even if he did do it, fine. I don't think that takes anything away from the game. I think it only adds to it. I think it adds to the hype of the official Krone DLC actually. If you can drive a Krone Mega Liner now, for me personally, I'm more interested now, even more, to test out how the official Krone trailers look like, and how they feel, and what kind of options are going to be added there. So I think it's a pretty good move. And I have very high regard for Sogard because he's like the promoter for all these low deck options. He is the one who made this Mega Liner. I think he's the first mod author to release an oversized, not really oversized, but a larger trailer, a Mega Liner, as an ownable trailer. And he coupled that with low deck chassis options. Like he has an entire set, an entire mod for adding low deck chassis to, oh crap, I think this is our turn here. Oh, I love that interchange. Quite confusing, but it was just me. Not as confusing as the interchanges in the Netherlands maybe. This is still pretty readable for me. So yeah, he released this trailer, Krone Mega Liner, and before that he already had the low deck chassis for the different kinds of trucks. He had the entire set of low deck chassis for Shumi's trucks. Like Shumi has a lot of improvements on default trucks, right? This Renault Premium. He has one for the DAF Euro 6, I believe, for the Mercedes Actros MP4 and MP3. I can't remember exactly, but so Sogard added low deck chassis for those trucks. And then I think he also has a low deck chassis for the Scania Next Gen, which I think everyone is driving right now, together with the Krone Mega Liner. I didn't join the bandwagon though. This random event I'm not a fan of. This just appears out of nowhere, no warning whatsoever. Like, you'll just see it on the road, suddenly in front of you. There is no sign beforehand. And I'm not sure if that's realistic. But I don't like it. I don't think it's a very... I'm not sure if it's realistic, but I don't think it's right. Even if it is realistic, I don't think that is the right design. Like having those cones just in front, like I'm driving like this and suddenly I see it in front. There is no warning sign like a kilometer before or 500 meters before to warn me that the lane is cutting off. You know, there is not even a sign, like a pop-up telling you that something is happening ahead. There's no heads up. So it's absolutely dangerous in my opinion. In ATS, you always have those, how do you say, those signs, those like diamonds, orange diamonds, which say roadworks ahead or accident ahead, something like that. So there is an early warning sign. In that case, there wasn't, and I've been caught a lot of times driving through here that suddenly the AI slows down in front. And of course, if you have like a truck in front, you don't really see the cones at all. Suddenly that truck would slow down and he would blend to the left, and I would be left hanging, almost crashing into the cones. It's very, very deadly. I think they should put some early warning signs there before those actual stops. And I'm not actually sure if that's new with 1.32. Honestly, not so sure about that. But yes, that's how it goes currently. Anyway, yeah, so there was that drama with the Krone Mega Liner in the Krone Mega Liner thread, and a couple of people have been defending Sogard, and Sogard replied already. A good thing he didn't let him retract it, because yeah, as he mentioned, that kind of comment, especially coming from SCS, even though it's not really an official comment. Crap, slow down. Go. Slow down a bit more. Oh. Bit of confusion in there, but we're good. Made it through the green light. We're almost here. Wow, that was super fast. That was super fast. Thank the German highways for that very efficient trip. Look at our fuel consumption on 29.2. Isn't that awesome? Almost. Right on the line. Perfect. So, yes, there was a bit of drama in there. Sogard didn't let him didn't let that comment detract him though, because as he mentioned, some people might actually get turned off by that comment. Imagine, you did all the hard work. You put in all the hours putting it into modding to add something like this, something this polished, And then someone from SCS, even if it's not an official SCS statement, but someone like someone with a different colored name, just to highlight the gravity of that person's comment or opinion, and him telling you, well, you're making this I can't remember the exact words, but they were not nice. Like he said, he appreciates the effort, but he finds it suspicious about the release, and he thinks it's not a good move to release it right after the SCS blog post, things like that. Slow down a bit here. Oh, perfect timing, green light. Although ate up a bit too much in there. Sorry. That guy got nervous. Made a bit too wide a turn. Yeah, but yes, he was not very... I don't think it was a very good move. Yeah, I think it would discourage people, especially if that comes from SCS. Yeah, even if it is not an official statement. But yeah, thankfully Sogard didn't let that detract him, because if it was another guy, let's say if that was some other guy who was a bit more a bit more sensitive, he could have said, okay, then let me just remove the mod completely. To heck with this. I'll make this a private mod instead, and no one would be able to download it anymore. And that's a loss for everybody, for the community. Yeah. So thankfully Sogard didn't do that, and he understood. Maybe the guy from SCS was just a bit tipsy or something, or maybe he just had a bad day. But he didn't reply anymore there, so I hope the issue is settled. Yeah, I don't think Sogard did anything wrong. It just happened to be so. And even if SCS releases their own Mega Liner and everything, then it's fine. I mean, Krone is a very famous brand, so it's not unexpected that people would mod it, especially if it's not yet in the game officially. Right? But yes, I'm really looking forward to the DLC. And I think in Squirrel's stream, he accidentally showed it. In his Sunday night trucking stream yesterday, as Alex told me, and I also read it in the forums. A couple of people have been reporting that he accidentally showed the Krone DLC, the Krone trailer, as an ownable trailer, but he immediately rectified that and quit the game and removed it. So, but it has been shown. I mean, that's what happens when you stream, right? Some unexpected things can happen. I can totally relate with that. But yeah, it was you can think of it as a teaser, although I'm not sure if SCS intended it that way. Probably not. But yeah, these accidents do happen, especially if you're like a big guy like Squirrel with lots of things to think about. I guess it's kind of good for us as well, since it teases Krone a bit more, and it gives us something to look forward to. We're sure that they will have ownable trailers, because there's been a bit of discussion in there. Some people were wondering maybe Krone will be released, but it will be like Schwarzmüller without the ownable trailers, and that's a big no-no for me. Ownable trailers are a must in my opinion. Anyway, let's end it there. Very short episode today, but yes, we'll most likely have more episodes in this week, after the trailer, after the release from SCS, after their big Monday reveal. We'll see. Maybe special transport for ATS will also come. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Catch you in the next episode. More to come for sure. Loving ETS2 and ATS, especially now with all these releases and happenings. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Catch you in the next one. Please don't forget, hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, comment, share, and check out the Patreon for more support options, so to speak. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Catch you in the next one. Clumsy Trucking and Pot. Bye-bye.